Hi guys, welcome back to another Gloomhaven stream. Losing track of just how many we've done, but we're going to be doing another one of our Berserkers retirement scenarios. We're going to be playing this solo, and we bumped up the difficulty just to give ourselves a challenge. If we fail, we don't retire, we carry on. Figure we should make it a bit of a challenge for ourselves. Don't want it to be a walkover towards retirement. Um, Apart from the first of these retirement scenarios, which Marcel had created in such a fashion that each character was kept separate, I didn't feel that scenario would play with only one character in the same sort of difficulty. So we played that one with one of the other guys. We brought the Beast Tyrant along for that one as well. But we've been doing these last ones solo. So although we're only level 5, we're going to be playing it on scenario level 4. We're going to be setting up uh, the enemies as if there were two characters, but obviously there will just be one of us. So not expecting it to go overly well, but we are heading towards the Palace of Ice. Okay, so my apologies, I created this new screen earlier, and I think a little introduction I did without sound, so I'll just reread through that. I forgot to copy the audio stream across. Okay, so we're travelling high into the Kopnik Mountains. You realise you should have packed some warmer clothes. The weather gets worse the higher you climb, and you feel frozen through by the time you finally arrive at your destination. Still, the hard road to the peak was worth all the trouble. An overwhelming sight stands before you. A giant crystalline structure composed of icy filigree rests atop the mountain. Once inside, your wildest imaginations could not compare to the beautiful architecture that surrounds you. Natural crevasses, solid frozen lakes, and stalagmites are paired with Savas-built pillars, mural carvings, and ice domes spanning overhead. Despite all of this, however, there is a foulness in the air, a green mist clinging to the floor and walls as you venture farther, and the staff of Zorn seems to pulse dimly with energy. The pulses grow stronger as you enter a long hallway, and you see a group of large animals appear from behind an ice formation. Underneath matted fur, you catch glimpses of bones and rotting flesh. Something is not right about these bears. So, I'm making use here of the scenario book PDF that is available on BGG. Someone has gone through and concealed all the relevant portions that need to be hidden, so you can keep a secret for everyone. You've got down the center the normal sort of contents of the scenario, so you know the monster types that are in it, you know what sort of terrain and scenario sort of features you need to get ready, but that's it. So I quite like this little setup. I'm going to make use of it. Let's have a look then how this scenario is starting off. So we have just the two bears, two normal living bears. Well, living, I call them living bears, we know they're undead. We can start anywhere in the farthest 5 hexes. We have in front of us some poison and damage traps. I've labelled them on the pile here with poison to remind myself, and immobilise and disarm on these traps. So the bears are going to have to move through those traps eventually if they want to attack us, so we may be able to take advantage of those. So let's grab a couple of personal quests. Pacifist and Die Hard. Well, we are more than likely going to have to kill more than 3 monsters during the scenario, so we'll go with our Die Hard, and we'll see if it's possible to do it without allowing our hit points to drop below half our maximum. It's not something that's ideal for the Berserker, as we do have a lot of abilities that gain a boost to them if we're below half health. But let's see, so with lots of traps, a movement with push is very useful, and this is our full heal anyway, so we'll bring this card along. We want our 2 ranged attacks, so break the chains, which is pull, so that can also be useful through traps, and corduroys. We'll bring a heal, so we can try and keep ourselves above those hit points, and with that as well we've got this move and heal, which we've got strengthen on, and move and retaliate. We want a low initiative, but this is quite useful as well for giving us advantage. And moving and attacking can be very useful. That's a good low initiative as well. And I do like these 2 bottom abilities. They combo very well together. One of them means we suffer damage at the start of each of our turns, but we deal 1 more attack on each of our attacks. And this one is the same, except we don't suffer any damage, but it's only effective when we are below half hit points. So we might keep hold of this one in case we fail our battle goal. We can always use this one then, but it's still a decent attack for which is reusable on the top, and a fairly low initiative. So that's 10 cards. We're leaving behind a lot of cards, which means we have to suffer damage for extra effects. That would be something we'd generally want to avoid. Okay. So let's see then. We'll start ourselves. We start here. So then they're going to be coming towards us. The closest direction is through this poison and damage trap. We don't want to get hit by these bears if possible, but I think that's going to happen. Oh, we can actually have one extra small item. So we have plenty of gold. We'll bring along the heal potion as well. And we have donated. We've got a couple of blessings in our deck. Okay. So we probably want to go quite slowly and hope these bears move up towards us so they can break that trap. I'm not sure if they're going to come all the way, but at least if they come closer, we could hit them with a ranged attack. So I think I'll go with a 76, which allows us to add 1 to all of our attacks, and we'll wound them as well. These bears at level 4, scenario level 4, do have 16 hit points, so it is a fair amount of damage that we will need to try and deal to them anyway. So we're going to 76. Cave bears are a 13, so they have move +1, attack -1. So bear 1 has 5 movement, so 1, 2, 3, 4. He's able to get in. He will deal himself. Scenario level 4, how much damage is that? That is 6 damage. And he is poisoned, but then he will attack us. So at a -1 attack, this is an attack 3 damage, so down to 15, and he then poisons us. And then this bear, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he can't get any closer, so that wasn't too bad. So we'll put this card out at the start of our turns from now on. We're going to take a damage. We can, at any point, move this to the lost pile to cancel its effects and stop us taking damage, but obviously it will stop us as well from taking the additional benefits of the +1 to the attacks. We'll then use corduroys. So these would be attack 3s and wound. It would be attack 4 against the closest, but with disadvantage. So bear number 1 with disadvantage. We're rolling +2, rolling +1, -1. So unfortunately we disregard the rolling effects. We just have a -1. So that would be 3 damage and a wound. So it's up to 9 damage now. And then a normal attack against number 4, +2. So that's 5 damage and a wound on bear 4. Excellent. Okay. Also created fire. So we can make use of that, can we? No, we've not brought that except for a large movement. So I'm gonna possibly make use of that poison could move and attack fairly early. We do have a push. But we can't get anyone onto a trap. I think we'll go with this. So we've got move, heal 1 south and strengthen, so we get rid of the poison. And then these attacks, after we've strengthened our south, would have advantage. There'd be attack 4s because of this card in our active area. Attack 5 against the 1 bear because it's already poisoned. So we'll be on a 14, go as quickly as we can. If it looks like they're going to get a very strong attack, we do have our cloak of invisibility. Hopefully they'll be going after us. So cave bears are at 60. They are move -1, attack +1. So that is quite a strong attack. So what we could do actually is force number 4 to move through the other trap. If we use our winged shoes with our move 3, we could move 1, 2, 3 to here. Number 1 will move next to us. Number 4 would then have to move the long way around. The problem with that is, how many hit points? It's got 7 hit points left. Oh yes, I should take a damage at the start of my turn. It's got 7 hit points left. I'm going to be doing an attack 5 with advantage. So I'll probably be killing it anyway. My other option is to simply move away. I think possibly, oh no, because I'd want to use my boots to get over here. I'll back away, then at least one of the bears should end. But again, it would be bear 4 if I do kill number 1. So if we kill it, it's then next to the trap. I could move early and push it onto the trap after doing a quick attack against it. Yeah, I think that's a good option. So we're going to heal once on our south, so that just gets rid of the poison, and we strengthen. And then we've got these attack 3s. So it's attack 4 because of our active card, attack 5, first of all, against bear 1 because he is poisoned. -1, or rolling +2, so advantage, we just count both. So that is attack 3, attack 4, attack 5, attack 6 because of the poison. So he is up to 15 damage. So it will die when it activates because of the poison. So that's perfect. And then an advantage attack against number 4, +1 or a -2. So that one isn't poison, it's just attack 3, attack 4, attack 5. So it's up to 10, the 11 after it takes its damage from its wound. Okay, that's pretty good. We will stay strengthened for our next turn as well. So bear 1, as we said, takes a damage from its wound, dies, dropping a coin, and bear 4 moves up. This is unfortunately an attack +1. It takes a wound. It's doing an attack 5. We've got rid of our poison. Nope, we didn't kill anything. It died from a wound. I was going to say otherwise our necklace of teeth would get us a hit point back. And unfortunately, that's not the case. So attack 5 times 2. Wow, 10 damage. It's 10 damage and poison. I think, I don't know why I'm looking at this, I'm looking at my hand. We stand a good chance of killing the bear next turn. And that should then heal our poison. I think I'm going to just take the damage. It fails our battle goal, but I don't want to lose a card on the second round. So we failed our battle goal, our die hard, but if we do finish the scenario, that's not such a problem. And if we lose the scenario, then it doesn't matter either way. Okay, so we've taken 10 damage and we are poisoned again. Okay, so we want to act as quickly as possible.
And tomorrow 2 mothers enter, 1 mother leaves, but which one will it be? It's an intense Empire Grand View at 10.
So, which top action do we want to leave ourselves with? So we've got the option of this move and push. That would... Oh, that's fine, it's gone. Yeah, probably kill it, but I think just to be certain that we kill it, we are still strengthened for this turn, aren't we? But we could create fire and use our stamina potion for our movement card then. And we could get ourselves all the way over here with jump and set ourselves in a good position. And we would get rid of poison if we kill it. Attack 4 with advantage should be fine. It's got 5 hit points left. Yeah, I think we'll go for it. So we'll go on an 8. The cave bears are 80, so we could have gone slower, but that's fine. We're going to create fire, give ourselves advantage, even though we were strengthened. We're going to take 1 damage and start our turn from our active card effect. And then we've got +1 or a bless. So that's plenty. That's 8 damage, which kills the bear. Which gains us a hit point. So we will just remove that. Perfect. Strengthening will be gone. So we're going to use our minor stamina potion. And we're going to get 2 cards back. So we wanted this movement card at the moment. It's going to be a movement of 8, 2 extra movement because we have fewer hit points than half our maximum, and we have fire here at the moment as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would get us into a perfect spot. We aren't poisoned, so we could use this card that's in our hand to get ourselves fully up again before we start, or we could use our healing potion and simply heal back 5 hit points. I think we'll go back to full hit points. That makes quite a good turn. So which other card shall we retrieve? I think we'll get corduroys back. It's a good option for when we move in through the door next turn as well. So this will be waning. Okay. So we don't need to move quickly. We're not planning to open the door. We'll take a damage from our active card. Then we'll make use of our movement first with our winged shoes to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could open the door and stand on the doorway, but I don't think standing square in a doorway at the end of your turn is ever a particularly good option. Depends what's in this room and how close they are, but I don't think we really want to risk that. We would have full hit points and we could go invisible, actually, so it may not be a bad option. because we have just pulled back our ranged attack. We could get a very slow initiative. Our slowest one's here, 76. We've got a 43. We could go on a 40 and still give ourselves a couple of options next turn. Actually, I think I might go one more. And we'll see what's in here. It may be a good opportunity to use the cloak. So let's switch these back. So we are opening the door. In the main room, a large altar sits near the far wall. Many creatures have gathered here to protect it, however. Foremost among them is a group of Harrower warriors. The staff pulses even stronger the closer you get to them. It seems to hunger for their energy, to consume them and take their power for itself. Only the character equipped with the Staff of Zorn can inflict damage on the Harrower infestors. For each point of damage inflicted on the Harrower infestors, place a damage token on the Staff of Zorn card as well. When there are 2 times characters times level +1 tokens on the item card, the Staff of Zorn is fully charged. Okay, so we're level 4, so level +1 is 5. Times number of characters, well technically there's 2 characters, so that'd be 10 times 2. So we need to get 20 tokens. Let's make a note of this here. So we want to get 20 tokens on our Staff of Zorn. When there are 20 tokens on the item card, the staff is fully charged. Is there more text? Yes. The scenario is complete when the Seeker of Zorn ends their turn adjacent to the altar after the staff is fully charged. If the Seeker of Zorn is exhausted, the scenario is lost. Okay, so let's see what we have. We have the all-important chest down in the corner. A couple of coins. And altar right at the back here. We have a trap, a trap, a trap, and a trap, and one poison trap, poison trap, poison trap. A pillar here and here, and then back here. So that's quite a tricky way in. Just around here. We have some stalagmites to make things even worse. One here, one here. Okay, and then enemies. We have 2 frost demons, 2 normal frost demons. What are we looking at here? And one here. And living spirit. Just the one for 2 players, so one of those here. And 3 harrowers. Three more. Three harrowers. 1, 2, 3. So the harrowers have 26 hit points. 36 hit points total. And we only need to deal 20 damage, so you don't actually have to kill them. They are melee. There are no bears left. No, so let's get rid of the bears. Frost demons will be move -1, attack +0, living spirit, move, attack, and heal. And harrowers move -1, and attack in a line. So let's have a look where things will likely end up. The Frost Demon has a move of 2, so it will move here and here, so they won't be attacking us. The Living Spirit definitely will. It does only have a range of 2 and a move of 2, so it would move up to here, but that's definitely still close enough. And then it's attack +1, so it'll be doing 4 damage to us. The Harrowers even, they then move 2, so one would move here and attacks 3 hexes in a line, so it won't get close. This one would move up, just to here actually, and then to here. So we're going to take 1 attack. I don't think that's worth using our invisibility cloak actually. We'll save that for another occasion, perhaps when we want to long rest. We could look to pull. Yeah, I think we're going to use From the Brink to heal for 2 XP and get up to full hit points. Back up to 18 hit points. But we're going to use our Major Stamina Potion as well. So we get our Break the Chains back. And bounce back and Seeing Red. So we've only got 1 card actually left in our discard at the moment, so we're almost back up to full hand. 2 lost cards technically, but I don't think I've got any abilities with me that rely on lost abilities. No. Okay. So first technically, then the Harrower Infester. So number 2, let's try and replace. Number 2 moves 2. Number 3 can only move to here. Number 4 that moves there. And then it is the Living Spirit. So it will move 2. They need to shuffle because they've horrifically dealt me 10 damage. Failed our Die Hard achievement. And this is then attack 4, attack of 3. Okay. And then the Frost Demons, last of all, again on a move -1, so all of them had a move -1 this round. So he only moves 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Excellent. Okay, so next round, if I move to here, I can pull this Ice Demon down through a poison trap, which would deal it. So how much damage did we say was dealing it? 6 damage, plus it would get poisoned, and then it would be disarmed and immobilized as well. So effectively, even if it isn't dead, it's out of the equation. The Living Spirits are pretty tough. You could attack the other Living Spirit. It would be an attack 4, and I'd need a +2. It might be worth it, although I've probably drawn all of my negatives apart from my miss. I'll go with a 14. I'm going to heal myself and strengthen, and then we do Break the Chain. So it's an attack of 4 once I've got advantage. That should hopefully be enough. We might take out the Living Spirit and this 1 Frost Demon. Hopefully that will mean we'll be going first. 14. The Frost Demons need to shuffle. Let's have a look. The Harrowers are a 7. Nope, they're definitely going first. Living Spirit of 48. And the Frost Demon, 78. Okay, so Harrowers have a movement of 3. So first, this guy. 1. He can only move up 1. And then he would attack -1, poison, creates darkness. Oh, I think last turn these frost demons created ice. This guy would move up. And this guy moves up. So if I had an area effect, attack would be looking quite nice now, but that is thankfully the Harrower's out of the way. Yeah, so I'll take a damage, but I'm going to move and strengthen. So I'll move to here and strengthen myself. And then we've got our attack 4 because of this active effect with advantage. So we'll go first of all against the Frost Demon number 6. So attack 4, attack 5, no shield, hold on to the trap, takes 6 damage and it dies. Excellent. And then attack 4 against Living Spirit number 2, wound +1. So that's 3, 4, 5. 3 shield means it takes 2 damage and a wound. So it will die on its turn. All that would then be left, I'll take an attack of 4 from the Frost Demon because the Harrows have already been. Again, that's not terrible. What can I do next turn against him though? I've got a lot of cards in hand, so I probably don't want to rest. But equally, I don't want to take a lot of retaliate from him, so it'd be better to attack him at range. I can wound him, and I could attack one of these Harrowers. I think I need to... I could get quite a bit of damage actually on the Harrowers. Next turn, okay. So I won't go invisible. I'll stay and I'll take the damage. So those. I've got to remember I'm strengthened. I still haven't pulled a shuffle. So the Living Spirit activates next. He'll take 1 damage from his wound and die. Oh, I should heal as well. 1 hit point for killing that spirit. It was my effect. The Frost Demon, even though it was the trap technically that done all the damage, it was my effect that pulled him on. So that would count as my kill. And any time I kill an enemy, I heal. So I'm back up to 16. Living Spirit dies. So we get rid of those. We just have Harrowers and the Frost Demons to fight. So the Frost Demon's next. He'll move 2. An attack +0. So this is an attack of 4. 5 damage. Okay. So we're going to go on a 16. We've got advantage, so we'll do quite a few attacks if we can. We use Cauterize to put some wounds down onto these Harrowers. And we use Spiked Arm as well. Move 3, we can get to here and attack 2 of them. It's only an attack 2, attack 3 because of our effect here. But that's still pretty good. I don't know if the Harrowers heal. I hope they don't have heal, because then I can use Corduroys as well with our Staff of Zorn to poison and muddle them. So that poison will be very useful in future turns when I want to attack them all. So we're going to 16. The Frost Demons need a shuffle again. Harrowers on a 16, so tied with me, but I'll go first. And a 78. So I am shuffling them, I promise you that. So the Harrowers aren't moving, and we'll have an attack +2, so if I'm standing next to them, definitely think I'm going to go invisible this turn. So from where I am, I can only hit one of these harrowers. So first of all, I'll use our. Well, first of all, I'll take a damage. Then we'll use this move 3. 1, 2, 3. And we'll attack 3 then against the 2 people we're next to, and we've got strengthened. So harrower 2 with advantage, a bless, and a wound. So we take both. It will be an attack of 6 and a wound on number 2. So that is 6 towards this that we've done. So we only need 14 more. And then an attack of 3 against harrower 3. There's R2 times. So that is another 6 damage, but no wound this time. And another 3. So we've done 12, so we need 8 more. So that was pretty good so far. Then we have corduroys. So number 2 is already wounded. Let's leave him for last. With attack number 4, then I get advantage. A miss and a rolling wound, so unfortunately it's a miss, but we'll wound number 4. We'll attack then, just a normal attack against number 3. Rolling heal, stun, rolling heal, so we heal 2 and he's stunned, and we need to shuffle. So this is number 3. And he's, well, wounded from a roll, but he did that anyway. And then -1. So that is just 2 damage onto number 3. So then let's attack number 2, because we only need 6 more damage at this point. So even though we don't get the benefit of our strengthen or the fact that we're going to be dealing an extra wound, it's probably worth it. So attack, a normal attack 3 against number 2, +2, another heal, wound, +2, this better not go into a miss, -1, so we're +3, 6 damage, actually kills number 2. One thing I forgot to do, I hit both of these guys at melee, so that'd be 4 damage, and then this guy at range with arm adjacent, so 6 damage, but I'm healing 1, so I'm going to lose 5 hit points. But we have done all the damage we need for the Staff of Zorn. Don't think I've got enough movement to get there next turn, but I'm going to use my Cloak of Invisibility. That way we can long rest next turn. And still get over there without worrying too much. We take 1 damage. Actually, you know what? Let's use our healing potion at this point. Go up to 12. Okay. So we're invisible. All that means then is that number 3 takes a damage from a wound, and number 4 takes a damage from a wound, and he creates frost again, and that's it. So we're going to go on a 99, which basically means these guys are going to do nothing. 38, move attack target 2, and the frost demon's 38. So another 2 damage. And this guy, another damage on this guy even, puts him up to 10. He's down to 2. And we lose a hit point, but gain 2, and we'll refresh. Oh, I killed something last turn, so I should have gained a hit point as well. So I'm up to 14. We will probably want to move fairly early. And we can just shield ourselves. So we'll keep our loot shield card. We want our move card. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could just run and loot first of all, and then we should still be able to get here. It's risky, but they shouldn't be able to get many attacks on us because it's a bit of a bottleneck actually. So I think I'll get rid of Cauterize and get these other cards back. And we're actually going to go for Greed. We're going to see what's over here and get a couple of cards. Does mean we wouldn't be moving quickly this turn though, so we might actually get a couple of hits from where we are. We're at 14. Well, we'll go for it and we'll see how bad things look. 1, 2, 3, 4. What are those traps? Those are immobilize and disarm. We could end up here, still use our loot, and we'd win actually, so we'll go for it. We've got move 4. It may be a move 6 by the time this ends up because we'll take some damage. As long as these guys don't immobilize us where we are, we're fine. If they do, we've got a heal and some attacks anyway. So we'll go on a 43, just try and be as quick as we can. Frost Demon's 18. Obviously. And the Harrowers are on a 2. So the Harrower will go first. And they will shield themselves and retaliate at range 2. And the Frost Demon then has Immobilize. Target all enemies within range 2. Heal self. So we are within range 2. He will shield from us. And we are immobilized, so we won't be doing what we said we were. They got the exact thing that stops us doing what we wanted to do. That is always the way. So what we're going to do instead, we take a damage, but we're going to heal 3 using the bottom action here. And we are going to use this attack. We should be able to kill Harrower number 3 because it's only got 1 hit point left. We'll attack first of all the Frost Demon. We don't want to attack Harrower 4 because we would get retaliated against, and he has a shield of 2 this turn. So Frost Demon, a -2, that's still 2 damage on him. And then against Harrower with disadvantage, a -1, or a rolling +1, so we have to ignore that. It's 3 damage. 2 shield means it's 1 damage, which is exactly enough to kill him. So instead of taking a retaliate of 4, we will indeed, in fact, just heal 1 hit point. Okay. So, what am I going to do now? We take a damage as well. So, There's still a lot of hit points left on these guys. 8, 8 and 8, and they both retaliate 2. I've only got melee attacks. Could move and just give myself a retaliate of 3. Yeah, I think I'll do that. That will damage them a little bit. I'll take probably a hit, but it's not such a problem. I get an XP. I'm only on 2 at the moment. Actually, I should have gained 1 more when we did that move 8. I missed that. Not that it's crucial at this point, but every little helps. So we're on a 9. The Harrowers are shuffling. The Frost Demon are 78. Good old 78. And shuffling up the Harrowers. They are on a 7, so they are going first. We will move up. Attack -1, so he's going to take a damage first. So we're up to 5. And then -1, so what's his attack? Attack of 2, attack of 4, and poisons us. Okay. So, what have we got left? We could do an attack 5. And that may be enough. Attack 6 to kill the Harrower. We'll go for it. It'll possibly get us an XP. So attack of 6. 8. It's on 13, yeah. So take a hit point damage at the start of the turn. We gain a hit point, and we will gain 1 XP. We've then got a move of 3. So we move 1, 2, 3. Then the Frost Demon, he's going to be... that did great. Darkness. Sorry, I don't gain a hit point. I get rid of my poison, which is probably even better. Frost Demon then has a move of 2. He'll move here. And he's going to shuffle. Okay, so... I think I'm going to short rest, because then if I get my loot card back... Do I have a move 3? I do have a move 3 in my hand, so I can just guarantee I get my loot card back, stand here, and loot 2. That is not a loot, that is fine. So I'm going to move 3 and loot. So, Frost Demons.
Since they arrived, the islanders have lost almost 30 stone between them and its
38. So we'll be first. We'll take a damage, but we're going to heal 1. So we move 1, 2, 3, and loot 2. We'll get us a couple of coins and a chest. Let's have a look what we get in the chest. It is just 25. It is 25 gold. Not terrible at all. Then the Frost Demon, he has a move +1, so he'll move 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, but is not within range. So, as we had, the scenario is complete when the Seeker of Zorn ends their turn adjacent to the altar after the staff is fully charged. It is fully charged. You place the Staff of Zorn onto the altar, and its power is sucked into the stone in a vortex of green light. The vortex grows, swallowing all of your remaining adversaries. This guy. This one guy. Goodbye. Suddenly a voice echoes through the palace. You have returned my power, but that is not enough. I will take this body as my vessel. The vortex condenses into a sphere that hits the Seeker in the chest faster than you can react. The Seeker falls to the ground, dead. You rush to the You rush the corpse only to find horrendous insects bursting out of its skin. You step back in horror as the grotesque insect horde arises and speaks. I am reborn. The plague walks the earth once more. Immediately retire the Seeker of Zorn. Add City and Road Event 59 to the deck instead of normal retirement events for the class. And open the envelope. So we will not get a chance to spend the 25 that we received from this chest or anything else. In fact, we will immediately retire the Seeker of Zorn, which is our Berserker. We have no retirement guard here. So we've completed the crypt scenarios. We've followed then the Noxious Cellar all the way to the conclusion. And we have died for our trouble. We have turned into some sort of giant hive of insects. So let's grab the envelope. So does this mean, Marcel, that you're responsible for this class as well? Seems to be very much what it's sort of telling me here. So that was a pretty cool scenario. I don't know how I managed to sort of get through it a little bit. I don't think I've cheated at all on that, but we played it on a harder difficulty and with only one character. But here we go. Here is this sort of insect, I guess. Yeah, this face of Zorn. He is reborn. So what do we have? We have the Plague Herald. Look at that for a picture. It does have, you can just about see, hopefully, the tentacles on the face. That's a pretty cool picture. Not many hit points on this guy. This will be the first character I've played with so few hit points. There's the little standee. I've got no miniatures, so let's see, what do we get? Ignore negative scenario effects, that's always nice. Lots of poison cards. Replace a -2, get rid of some -1s. We'd still have some -1s in the deck. Get rid of a couple of zeros for +2s, +1s, +1 wins. So you get quite a large deck with this character, not like we had with our Berserker, where we were down to about 10 cards in our deck. A lot of these are adding. There are some nice rolling cards, so rolling curses, rolling immobilize, rolling stun, very good. And obviously the rolling poison. I have a feeling that's going to be a big thing for this class, considering the Staff of Zorn and its poison. Marcel was saying his intention with the scenarios was that the unlocked class would begin with that item. It's not officially in the game, so we won't be doing that, but I may take it upon myself with my starting money to buy it. But yeah, okay, yep. So very first card, Vile Pestilence. Not a very strong attack, but poisoning everybody. Okay, so again, not a particularly strong attack. A Perpetual Shield, so that's pretty good considering the low hit points. But also a 0 attack. It is an attack, so you draw modifier cards, but no base damage affecting everybody. Ooh, an area of effect stun. On each of your attack actions, you may poison one ally within range 2, or deal them 3 damage if they're already poisoned. To add +1 to the entire attack action. Okay. Oh, and a bottom attack, that's always good. Anything which has move on the top or attack on the bottom, always a useful card. So 2 XP and I get to poison or damage my friends. Wow, win-win. Attack 2, range 4, targeting 2. You gain flying, a permanent flying. That is really good. Move 2, heal 1, affect all adjacent allies. Okay, so if I poison them, I can heal them as well. Attack 3 and curse, move and curse. Attack 3 and curse. So same effect, but the bottom on this one is to loot. Move 6, jump, but lost a reusable attack with stun. During the next 6 actions when wind is strong or waning, add +1 to the entire attack action. That's pretty good. I think we had... Yeah, we've got 3 cards we can add, which add wind onto a modifier card as well. Attack 2, range 4, target 3 with Pierce of 2, but it's a lost card. Okay, so I was going to say that's a very good attack. All attacks targeting you this round gain disadvantage. I've not really been looking. What? 11, 30, 70, 16, 27. Okay, so we've got some low numbers, but none especially low. And then after each of your move actions, poison all adjacent enemies and allies. Remove poison from any one enemy to cause it to suffer 4 damage. Poison all enemies. So we can just poison something and then straight up deal it 4 damage. That'd be really good for creatures with shield or anything that retaliates. That's quite good. And then attack 3, range 3 in a cluster. Just a decent attack. Generates wind for some experience. A move and shield. And they're all the base cards. So this looks like an interesting. It's almost like the Cragheart. I guess you've got a couple of abilities that seem to not necessarily be overly friendly to your allies. But yeah, that looks quite nice. A ranged class, a poison dealing class, which will make a change from the Berserker I've just had twice, dealing lots of wounds. Awesome. Well, I was surprised I managed to make it through our retirement on the higher settings. The Berserker is definitely a awesome class, but I'm going to miss it. I was very hesitant starting off looking at how many cards dealt itself damage, but actually with the Necklace of Teeth, it was a very good combo. The guy could heal himself almost as much as he was dealing damage to himself or herself. So yeah, Marcel, that was a really fun set of quests. 3 of yours I've done now. You were saying it was heresy. I've not managed to do any of yours yet. We are about 50 scenarios in, but somehow we've not come across them. But yeah, if this is a taste of things to come, I'm looking forward to seeing some of the others. I'll have a quick look through the other upgrade cards for this guy. I'm going to root out the Seeker of Zorn road events, the specific ones. I guess it's quite fortunate actually that I had already retired the Berserker, because otherwise we wouldn't be adding his cards in, but as it is, they've already been added, and for this retirement goal we actually add in different ones anyway, so best of both worlds. Awesome. Cheers guys, bye for now.